With these 100-degree days, this thing's not getting a whole lot of use other than being an ashtray. Welcome to Steel Horse. I'm Steve Reeves. On this week's show, I traveled to Spiceland for the Joyride for Jackson. And Scott went to Plainfield for the first annual Sheltering Wings ride. We'll have that and much more when Steel Horse returns. Be there. Steel Horse is brought to you by Indianapolis Southside Harley-Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947. And by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Every Wednesday night is Bike Night here at Beale Street Tavern on the southeast side of Indianapolis. Enjoy great drink specials and rock out with live bands performing both indoors and out. Here's who's playing this coming Wednesday.
If you've been injured in a car accident through no fault of your own,
don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you.
Don't believe you'll be taken care of.
Don't believe it will all work out.
don't believe anything until you've talked to us.
The risk is too big.
Accidents happen in a minute, but the impact can be lifelong.
You need an attorney to help you get the compensation you deserve. You need us. We're Leidendorf Law. Call us first.
Call 842-5800 or visit Leidendorf.com.
Motorcycle enthusiasts, does your insurance company sound like this?
Press 1 for homeowners, press 2 for auto, press 3 for flood, press
Heard it
4
pays
for
to
RV,
bundle?
press
You've heard
5
wrong.
for
Don't get caught up in bundling blunders. Ryder Insurance is the only carrier that exclusively caters to the motorcycle community with competitive rates and no credit checks.
motorcycle, so there are 2 wheels then.
No more bundling blunders. Ride with Ryder. Visit Ryder.com.
Be one of the many. Get yours at Southside Harley-Davidson.
Now we're going to take a look at the first edition of the Southside Harley-Davidson calendar.
Tell me about the Joyride for Jackson.
This benefit ride was created for my nephew. He will be 2 July 21st. It was discovered last September that he had a brain tumor, and it was removed successfully. We found out at the beginning of April that it was regrowing, and the way it's regrowing around his blood vessel, they can't operate. So he has to do 70 weeks of chemo with the possibility of radiation later on. So this is just a benefit ride to raise money for them to help with their, going to Riley every week for chemo and medical bills and medicines and all that kind of stuff. And
Tell me about Jackson.
He's an ornery little 2-year-old. He'll be 2 next month in July. He's rotten to the core, always on the move. Funny little fella, just sweet as can be, and we just love him to pieces.
Now tell me, what do you think about all these people coming out to help Jackson?
It's great. I can't thank my sister enough for helping put this on or not doing it. And
and just help us out greatly with, all of our travel expenses and our bills, our hospital bills and everything. So it's great, these people do this, for us. So.
What made you pick this ride today?
I know the family, so and it's a good cause. And anytime you can get out and ride and help the kids, and it's well worth it. We got great weather.
How'd you find out about today's ride?
My son brought me a flyer from Draper Shade in Spiceland, and we read it and said, nice benefit, let's show up and go.
Yeah, anytime a little kid needs help, man, all these bikers are there to help.
Exactly. That's what it's about.
What brings you to ride today?
Just to support the family.
I'll tell you, that's a good reason. Now, you know what? You almost tried to take off running when I came over here, but I've been doing this long enough to know that when you're sitting down, you can't run. What do you think about that?
I think you got me trapped.
What do you think about today's ride?
I think it's great. I think it's going to be a good day for Jackson and the family.
Well, we hope rides like this help all kids like Jackson so they can have many good days.
Really, yeah, that'd be great.
How'd you hear about the ride today?
I work with Jackson's father.
So you come out to support his little boy.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, anytime the little kid needs help, we're all there to help.
Right.
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 Right, nice tattoo.
Thank you.
We've been needing rain for a long time, but not today.
Not today.
I'm feeling little sprinkles.
It is sprinkling.
How'd you hear about today's ride?
Word of mouth.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to helping little kids like this, you can't help but jump on the bike and go.
I'm a paramedic here in Newcastle. They were talking about it in town, so we decided we'd come out and take part in it.
Paul, you have a really neat place here.
Yes, we do. It's very unique. You won't find anything like this anywhere else.
And I hear you're pretty biker friendly.
Very biker friendly. We have a lot of poker runs, a lot of benefit runs, concerts, a lot of events like that for charity and things of that nature.
And this ride today really kind of is close to home.
Yeah, this one's a little more near and dear to my heart because it's for my nephew. He's had a couple brain surgeries. He's going through a lot. And we got a real nice turnout today from friends and family in the community.
Now, other than the poker runs and the bikers, and I know you're biker friendly, you got some pretty nice events coming up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do. We've been open a year next week, and so far we've had several national acts out here, including Ty Herndon, Jamie O'Neill, Kentucky Headhunters, Confederate Railroad. But we're kind of moving up to the next step. July 14th, we'll have 38 Special.
Wow, that's going to be exciting. Now, tell everybody how to get here.
It's real easy. If you head down I-70, we're exit 123, just a couple 100 yards south of the interstate.
But if you're going to ride your bike, I suggest come out US 40. It's a lot better than running on the interstate. What do you think?
It certainly is. It's a lot more scenic.
Hi bikers, how you doing this week? This week I got some special guests on Safety 101, and we're going to talk about clubs and organizations. Why clubs and organizations? Because not only do they improve your safety, but they also improve your fun. Who I've got with me is Phil and Steve Benson, owner of Benson Motorcycles here in Muncie. And Phil, I'm going to start with you first. We know that Harley-Davidson has a national chapter of HOG, which is Harley Owners Group, right? Yes. What about on the local level? What have you guys got here in Muncie for a local club chapter?
Our local level, we have 325 members. We are a very strong HOG group. Our ladies, we have like 45 women that ride their own motorcycles, own their own motorcycles. They just went on a trip this weekend, by the way. We stress safety a ton. Every single meeting, we have a whole segment that probably takes up 15 to 20 minutes of our meeting talking about different things in motorcycle safety, group riding skills, hand formations, distance between riders. We have a safety officer that every month, and then he backs that up by writing an article for our chapter newsletter. So not only are we expressing that during our time in the meeting, it also goes out to 325 people every month or online. So it's very big what we do in motorcycle safety.
Now, do you have to be an experienced rider to be a member of this organization?
Absolutely not. If you belong, if you bought a new Harley Davidson or even a used Harley Davidson, you can become a member of National Hog, and then to do that, then you become a member of the local Hog chapter by paying your dues. Very simple. You do not have to be experienced. One of the things that we do every year is a new members ride, and that new members ride is for people that maybe they've never owned a motorcycle. They've taken a motorcycle safety course. Now they want to get in and learn to ride the motorcycle, which is why they purchased it in the first place. So we go out and we do a new members ride. We have a road captain, and then we have a person at the rear. So we explain what happens if there's an accident. We explain what they have to do. We don't need congregations of people on the side of the road if there's an accident, God forbid. We give everybody an ample opportunity to know what they're doing. If they don't feel comfortable, we know as a chapter where to place these people, get them comfortable with group riding. It's so important.
Absolutely. Now, Steve, I know a lot, the chapter here, 1277, is especially big in charity work and everything else. Tell me a little bit about their charity work and about the kind of fun like a person could experience coming to an organization like this.
When they buy a motorcycle off us, Jim, we sign them up into our local chapter because they become a national member also. When they get in our local chapter, we stress that they come to the meetings, they get on our rides, you get to meet new people and ride with people. Then we go on charity rides. We did some stuff with the memorial, as you know, very big project. Then we do local stuff here for all kinds of different organizations here in town.
And now, as far as the lady riders and stuff like that, about how many lady members do you have in your particular chapter? And you don't have to give me an exact count, but just kind of ballpark it.
It's in that 40 to 50 range.
40 or 50 female riders alone, and they're not all experienced or some basic riders and stuff?
Basic riders, brand new riders. We just sold some bikes last week, so they're brand new riders.
That's super. Well, as you can see right here, joining a club or an organization not only enhances your fun or your experience on the motorcycle, but also you can learn safety tips from the organization from more experienced riders. So I want to thank Phil and Steve for helping me out today, and until next week, we'll see you on the road.
When I'm out on the track, I got to give it everything that I have. I need skill, reflexes, and coordination to win races. And it's really no different on the highway. And just one alcoholic drink can impair your ability to ride safely. So be responsible and know when to leave your bike parked and make it home safely. We're all here to have a little fun, but a DUI or wrecking your bike, well, that'd be just stupid. So ride safe, Indiana, and let's make it none for the road.
Be one of the many. Get yours at Southside Harley Davidson.
It's sad, but bad things happen to good people.
And there comes a point where you need help.
After an accident, most people believe they'll be taken care of.
But you really can't believe anything until you talk with someone looking out for your interests.
At Ladendorf and Ladendorf, we have experience taking on high-profile cases and obtaining compensation for victims of injury, malpractice, and wrongful death.
And we want to be here to help you.
If you need help, call Ladendorf and Ladendorf.
Well, I'm sure Sam's having as much fun as we are. We are down here in Hendricks County at the FOP. We are covering a benefit ride for the Sheltering Wings, and we're going to have a great time today. We got the weather, the storms have gone through, so now we got clear and dry weather conditions. We're ready to go have some fun. I understand you are the organizer of this ride. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, we've been trying to put on a ride for this to benefit the shelter for a couple of years, and little events just always got in the way of everything that needed to be done. So this year we got it planned early enough that we could actually pull it off. And the Sheltering Wings is one of my personal charities. I've been involved in it since early on, and the lodge has supported our efforts, and we got a chance to put some money back in the lodge's the Sheltering Wings coffers, and that's what we intend to do.
I understand you're the CEO of Sheltering Wings. Can you tell us a little bit about the organization?
Sure, Scott. Sheltering Wings is a domestic violence shelter that is located in Hendricks County, just west of here. And we provide a safe haven for 68 women and children. They can stay up to 2 years, and what we try to do is provide essential services for them. So job training, computer classes, resume writing, healthy relationships class, anything that they need to become self-sufficient. And for the children as well, we try to help them with play therapy, art therapy, trying to make sense of the horrendous things they've witnessed and heard, try to break that cycle of violence.
So can you tell me how you heard about this ride?
Well, I heard about this ride because I'm a member of FOP Lodge 132, and we're helping Sheltering Wings to put on this benefit ride.
Now, is this your ride right behind us?
Yes, it is. It's a Honda Gold Wings, and it's a 2002, and we just had it tracked last year because it had a little spill and it hurt, so we got it tracked.
So how'd you hear about this ride today?
Cornerstone Christian Church, I'm a member of it, and they sponsor Sheltering Wings, and so that's how I heard about it.
Now, are you pretty familiar with the Sheltering Wings then?
Yeah, we helped start Sheltering Wings, our church did.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So you have inside connection here.
Well, you could say that, yeah.
You definitely got the right one looking down on you though, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I hope you guys have a good time on the ride today.
Okay, well, we come out for a good cause, so that's the main thing.
I understand all the proceeds from this ride is going to Sheltering Wings. Is that correct?
Every cent that they make today goes to Sheltering Wings. The lodge has donated the building, the grounds. We've participated in, we bought the do-rags for the ride. They went out and volunteered and got some items donated for the auction. So the lodge makes absolutely no money off of this. This is strictly a benefit, and every cent goes to Sheltering Wings.
Well, I think that's an awesome thing that you're doing, and I understand you've been here for quite a while, haven't you?
I've been in this lodge a long, long time. I'm officially one of the older guys.
Well, that's not all that bad.
Not always, no, but...
Now, I understand that the shelter house has gone through a major renovation.
Yes, we did. We originally opened in 2002. This is actually our 10th anniversary, and we were able to house up to 44 originally, 11,000 square feet. And then about 3 years ago, we were having women come from everywhere, other countries, other states. And so what we decided to do was do a major expansion. So we went through a $3.25 million capital campaign. We tripled in size. So now we're at 32,000 square feet and can house up to 68 women and children. We have a staff of 21 full-time, 10 part-time. Our budget's a little over $1 million.
That is magnificent. And I know with a budget like that and everything else, some people would look and say, you know, well, is a bike ride really going to help? And what's your answer on that?
Well, my answer is definitely it's going to help, because not only are we raising money, but we're raising friendships and relationships here. So being able to share the message like with you guys here and just telling people what we are and what we do is tremendous. So yeah, we love this. We love bikers too. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good day.
Bikers have a tendency to have a big heart and pretty generous with the pocketbook there. And I know whatever comes in today financially will always help, but I like the point you made. There's relationships that you're building here that will be around later on in the future.
Yeah, and we appreciate everything Jeff's done to get this going. It's going to be a great day.
Well, we got a great day for a ride. Tell me, what are you looking forward to on this one?
The nice smooth ride. I like it when everybody stays together as a group and have a lot of fun, meet new people, and there's a lot of new riders out here. This is the first time for this event, so we're looking forward to be more riders the previous year, and we hope everything goes smooth and safe. And if you ain't never been out here before, you need to come out.
You know, we've got plenty of bikes here, and I appreciate everybody coming out.
You know, that's the wonderful thing. There is, if you ever look at the Steel Horse calendar, there are so many rides every week, but yet it seems like every time we get to one, there's a lot of bikes show up. So you know there's a lot of riders out there, a lot of generous, big-hearted people out there, and we appreciate you coming out.
Well, we appreciate you as well, and you're right, there must be a lot of bikes out here, because this is amazing, really. This is the first year I think we've done this. We have done this with Sheltering Wings, and it's just tremendous. The people have showed up, and we certainly appreciate it. I know Sheltering Wings does. It's a great organization.
Well, Mr. Buggy, I hear there's a little story behind all this. Can you fill me in on it?
Yeah, last year during a ride in Danville, I had gotten in late the night before from a ride and had quite a few bugs on my bike. And of course, Steve was right on the money pointing that out, and he tagged me as Mr. Buggy. So, Steve, I just want you to know that my bike is clean today, so you'll have to remove that tag. But I appreciate all you guys do.
Well, it's a good-looking bike. I'm glad you cleaned it up for today.
Thank you.
How'd you hear about the ride today?
Through my husband.
Okay.
Telling me about it, so we decided to go out and do it today.
Now, how many of these rides have you done before?
This will be my first one.
First ever.
First ever.
What are you looking forward to?
Just a good day, enjoying with all the people and the sun and just enjoying the ride, scenic ride.
Now, you do realize once you do one, you're going to be hooked for life, and you're going to be doing this all the time.
I'm afraid of that.
It will happen. I can promise you that it will happen. Well, did you bring your sunscreen?
Yes, I did. Yep, already got it on.
Good.
We're going to need it today.
It's going to be about 100 degrees, pretty sunny, so yeah, you're going to need it. Right. And I hope you have a blast today.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.
Got to ask you about the hat.
Cherokee Reservation. It's I paid $250. I've been riding with it ever since '93. I've been in A-Bake magazines. I've been in Star News. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of kids like it. You'd be surprised as the kids come up and ask me. I even had one come up to me one time, asked me as I was Cub Scout leader, and I really like to have one of them hats. And that was the best one, But yeah, you got to have something to do. It kicks. That's all it is.
Now, with it getting to 100 degrees today, can you wear that even in this kind of heat?
You might not believe the way it's insulated inside. I can put a Harley hat on, a sweat and stuff, and I come in and there's no sweat underneath there. And in the wintertime, I ride with it and it keeps me warm. It helps when you ain't got no hair underneath, but it does. It really helps, and it's cool. It's just the way it's made, and it's $250, and it was a good investment. I have a lot of fun.
I know the ride's getting ready to take off from here. I know you're going to have to get suited up here. Your bike is looking beautiful. It is shining. It's looking nice. You got a great day for the ride. You're carrying some nice hardware around. It's been a pretty good day already, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah, we're looking forward to this. It's a beautiful day for this ride.
So what are you looking forward to the most around here?
Just seeing the scenery and enjoying the beautiful day and just seeing Indiana in its splendor.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys have a good time. Be safe.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're checking out this bike here. We got some bikes here in the bike show. Your bike really stood out in the sunshine when the sun was shining bright. Really amazing paint job. Can you tell us a little bit about your bike?
It's just an old FXR. It's got some nice paint, a lot of chrome, runs like a rape tape. I love it. About in a nutshell says it all.
So you've been enjoying it this year, haven't you?
Absolutely. I put 7,500 miles on her this year already, so we've been riding her a little bit.
That's what we'd like to see. We'd like to see them, make them look good and run them down the road.
Absolutely.
Here's Mark Ladendorf with this week's Ladendorf Law Trivia question.
Good morning, Steel Horse fans. The question this week is, prior to Harley-Davidson, who made motorcycles for Evel Knievel? The answer when we return.
Welcome home to Harley-Davidson of Kokomo.
At HG of Kokomo, we put you first. How do we do it? Here at Kokomo, we give you access to Indiana's largest inventory of Harley motorcycles.
Our customers rate Kokomo's service department #1 in servicing their Harleys.
And HG of Kokomo has the area's best selection of genuine motor clothes for every member of the family, even pets.
Cruise by, we're nearby, just 25 minutes from the north side. Let Harley-Davidson of Kokomo put you first.
Every Wednesday night is Bike Night here at Beale Street Tavern on the southeast side of Indianapolis.
Enjoy great drink specials and rock out with live bands performing both indoors and out. Here's who's playing this coming Wednesday.
Indy West is the area's only Harley-Davidson Gold Bar and Shield award-winning dealer. The Gold Bar and Shield means we have the best selection of Harleys, including Indy West certified pre-owned.
We're open 7 days a week to serve you.
Only Indy West has express lane service, which keeps you out riding, not waiting. Harley rentals at Indy West are the ultimate test ride. Rent your dream machine before you buy. Get award-winning customer service and the best value anywhere.
You've been to the rest, come ride with the best. Indy West Harley-Davidson, exit 66 I-70 in Plainfield.
Welcome back, Steel Horse fans. The question this week is, prior to Harley-Davidson, who made motorcycles for Evel Knievel? The answer is American Eagle. We'll see you next week, and safe riding.
Well, the first annual benefit ride for Sheltering Wings was a great success here. We had a lot of people, a lot of smiles on the faces. Now, if you want to see where the next great ride is going to be, let's check out the second installment of the Southside Harley-Davidson calendar.
Well, that'll do it for this week's show. As you can see, it's starting to sprinkle. I know we need a lot of rain, but not now. So we'll see you next week. Be there. If you missed any part of today's show, you can catch us also on Comcast On Demand and the Steel Horse YouTube channel, and of course on Facebook and thesteelhorsetv.com. Steel Horse has been brought to you by Leidendorf Law with over 60 years of experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases, and by Indianapolis Southside Harley-Davidson, your Central Indiana Harley dealer since 1947.
Now I understand you're the CEO of Sheltering Wings. Nobody.
And Scott went to Plainfield for the first annual Sheltering Rings ride. First annual Sheltering Ring. First annual
covering the sheltering. Well, the first annual. Let's take a look at the Southside Harley-Davidson. Well, the first annual benefit ride for Sheltering Ring. Well, the first annual benefit.